Gentlemen may cry, "Peace, peace," but there is no peace. The next gale that sweeps from the north will bring to our ears the clash of resounding arms. Our brethren are already in the field. Why stand we here idle? What is it that gentlemen wish? What would they have? Is life so dear, or peace so sweet, as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death. With these words, young Patrick Henry helped ignite the rebellion in the hearts of many of his fellow Virginians. The year is 1775, and Virginia delegates are meeting in the St. John's Church in Richmond, Virginia. They're trying to avoid the wrath of the royal governor, Lord Dunmore, so they're not meeting in the state capitol in Williamsburg. And St. John's Church is the only place big enough to house all 100 delegates. They're trying to decide if they are going to call up some Virginia troops to help fight in the rebellion against the British. There are some who are crying for peace, but young Patrick Henry doesn't want peace. He believes that Virginians need to step up and fight for their liberties. Patrick Henry is one of the youngest members of the delegation, but he has already begun to make a major name for himself as a lawyer, as an orator, and as a politician. And his passionate yet quite elegant speech was a call to arms to his fellow Virginia delegates. And it worked, as Virginia passed a resolution declaring the United Colonies to be independent of the British Empire. And then they appointed young Patrick Henry to be in charge of the committee that would build the militia. Now, the crazy thing is that the words of Patrick Henry's speech still resonate in the hearts of Americans today. This is why one of my favorite places to visit, one of my favorite historic sites to visit, is the St. John's Church in Richmond, Virginia, which still performs live reenactments of Patrick Henry's speech. Visitors can come and sit in the church as somebody who is in costume comes up and begins to give Patrick Henry's speech. The church still looks like it did in 1775, so you're kind of immersed in the experience. It's quite memorable. When you hear the final words of "give me liberty" or "give me death," it's hard not to get excited, even though we already know that the American Revolution is over. But each Sunday, visitors can come and see this live reenactment. And of course, school groups can schedule certain reenactments during the week when they would like to take a field trip. It's a great field trip to take, as students don't just read the speech, they don't just talk about it, but to actually see it performed in the historic church is pretty amazing. Also, there's a permanent exhibit which kind of explores Richmond's history as it relates to the American Revolution and the part that Virginians played, and specifically those in Richmond played, in the American Revolution. It's an exciting place to kind of experience history. Not just read it, but to experience it. And that is why I love St. John's Church in Richmond, Virginia. By the way, my name is Rachel Williams, and it is nice to meet all of you. Thank you.